Last week, we introduced you to Larry Sowell, an employee at SAMC, and he's a cancer survivor. Sowell is one of more than 15.5 million cancer survivors in the United States. News 4's Lisa Sacaccio shares his inspirational battle with cancer.
Meet Larry Sowell, an electrician at Southeast Alabama Medical Center for 18 years. In 1997, and at 34 years old, doctors found sarcoma tumors, cancerous growths inside his arm muscles.
And basically when my arm would move, it kind of got sore on the inside of my arm, so that kind of showed me that I had something going on.
From 1997 to 2008, Larry received radiation treatment, shots, chemotherapy, and surgeries, all while continuing to work. He received treatment at UAB Hospital and also here at Southeast Alabama Medical Center.
My wife would be at home basically taking care of my son, and then I would be in Birmingham getting cancer treatments. So it was, you know, it was a big stress on the family. I really did whatever I could to keep my arm. And one of the reasons that drove me to keep my arm was, at the time, I had a son who had cerebral palsy. And I always wanted to be where I could tote him around.
Despite Larry's treatments, the cancer would not go away, which prompted doctors to remove his arm and replace it with a prosthetic.
I had to make 13 trips to UAB just to basically get the arm to attach to my small stump, because I didn't have about a 4-inch stump.
For 6 years, Larry was cancer-free, but it returned in 2014.
Basically got to where I couldn't get my prosthetic arm on. It was swollen, it was bigger, and I knew that, I was told that your stump may get smaller, but it's not going to get larger.
Doctors were forced to take off his shoulder to get ahead of the cancer, but through it all, Larry never lost his faith.
You find out that you have cancer again, it basically knocks you backward. And but I would go to the Lord, I said, Lord, will you help with this? And so he would pick me up and help me get back on my feet and put a smile back on my face, and then I would go on, you know, with life.
Every 6 months, Larry travels back to UAB Hospital for an MRI, and since 2016, he has been cancer-free.
Through this situation, I've had cancer. I've lost a son with cerebral palsy. I've lost my arm, lost my, my shoulder. I'm a cancer survivor, and so God takes that and He uses it. Never give up, because if you'll just keep the faith and just hang on to the Lord and His Word, then it's going to be okay.
In Dothan, I'm Lisa Sacaccio, WTVY News 4, your hometown news leader. Other than continuing his work as an electrician at SAMC, Larry's also a volunteer chaplain at the hospital. He says he uses his experiences to encourage others who are battling cancer and other diseases. Larry also loves SAMC and refers to his co-workers as his family. They said they supported him through everything, were understanding, and made the experience better. Marie?
Thank you, Lisa. Now, Larry does look to get a vest with an electronic arm in the near future. It would swing over his other shoulder and have a sensor so he can move his arm. I remember speaking with Mr. Sowell, such an inspiration. Remember what he said? Just hold on. World News is next, Terry.
A deadly fire engulfs a high-rise in